Welcome. We got to talk about stocks. I didn't want to have to do this. Didn't want to have to say it. But stocks are going up, and it seems like every single day fear is starting to evaporate from the market. So if you haven't bought back in stocks, at least somewhat of your portfolio, you've already been left behind somewhat. Now, to some degree, I know there will be other opportunities because there are always other opportunities because someday, some crazy thing's going to happen where all of a sudden you just get like some huggy wuggy monster or whatever comes out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, price is going to fall. There's going to be all this fear and nonsense. Like the midterm elections coming up. Maybe we'll get the fear of the 50 BP hike and all that kind of crap. But really, and we've been saying this pretty consistently, the market's getting pretty comfortable with all of the garbage we're being fed. Getting pretty comfortable with, okay, even if we get a 50 BP hike, okay. And it isn't a surprise to me that after yesterday's 1% down on the QQQ, we're up 2% today on the QQQ. In fact, yesterday, while the QQQ was down 1%, I even said, this is just the market we're in. We're up, 8% in a row? Do we give back 1%? And then we might go up 2% again. Here we are. The very next day, almost up 2% again. It's crazy. I do believe that the research that we have from at least VandaTrack, they track retail a lot. They believe that it's retail that's most active at the beginning and end of the day, and that we have this flatness here in the middle. I see this pattern over and over again. And usually if we have a low beginning, we get a little bit of a high end. Or if we get a high morning, we get a little bit of a relaxation into that. So hopefully we continue to rally into the close here. I want to mention NVIDIA has just been absolutely destroying it today. And we were talking about this a little bit in the course member live this morning. And I'm personally very, very excited about seeing their autonomous software start getting incorporated into Lucids. And we don't have clear details yet, but I know something that's really cool, and that is that I own a Lucid. So I feel like once we actually get news and an update that Lucid is finally pushing this NVIDIA autonomy software out to vehicles, oh, trust me, I'll be the first to tell you whether it's garbage. I am a big investor in NVIDIA in terms of, at least relative to my portfolio. It's about 10% of my portfolio, which I'm very happy about, obviously, on a day of it being up 9%. It might be closer to like 8% that it's in my portfolio, but whatever. And I have my doubts. I don't want to come across as a bear here, but I really am concerned that this software, this autonomy software, comes out from NVIDIA for the Lucid, and it's going to suck. I want to be the first to see it, because if it does suck, that's good for Tesla, bad for NVIDIA. If it's really good, I'm going to start trembling a little bit for my Tesla shares. Intel is actually getting love today, in part because of NVIDIA. You see, Intel this morning murmured, it was like 6:15 this morning, that in the future, maybe Intel could manufacture NVIDIA chips for NVIDIA. Freaked out. Market freaked out. People like that. People really like that. So that's pretty neat. Who's this? Anyone. You can't just write and Kevin chickened out. Like, you gotta have the first part. Like, you gotta say, I don't know, Kevin saw a hot girl and check it out. Oh wait, but he's married, so it's okay. You gotta like put it all together. Like, give me a story. Give me something to respond. Like, what is that? Kevin is Lord of Flies? No, that's my son Jack. Kevin, read my comment. The stepsis, my epsis. Has Jerry, my stepbro, checked in lines at Planet lately? Stop. This is ridiculous. Oh, man. Jeez. That's hilarious. Okay, all right. What are we doing? So okay, yeah. So I mean, great news here with Nvidia. Somebody says, "What the f is going on with Sundial?" Probably retail. 20%, dude. We're going back to $1. Oh my gosh, look at this. I mean, Sundial was one of your OG momentum stocks from March of 2021. That's crazy. This one, by the way, these momentum ones consistently have not lasted long. Okay, set like a 10% trailing on this. Okay, like you're gonna want a trailing, I think, on this one. I hope it does well. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying I don't want it to go to $1, and you got to be careful because it can move very quickly. So you should pay attention to it because you could also get stopped out. But like, who cares if you got stopped out with a 10% law, a downside, because it could run up 10% and then drop 10%, and then you get stopped out basically where it is now, right? But then let's say it goes down to 15%. If you're watching it, you could always rebuy. So, but I mean, when we get these explosions on the moments, I like my trailing stoppers. But then again, I'm also not super heavy on momentum. Although some people would call Tesla momentum, but okay. There could be some truth to that. Some, maybe 100 points. But a little bit of a rotation here in oil towards the end of the day. Really happy about that because I've been waiting. Well, I guess I don't know why that would make me happy. Well, I guess it makes me happy because as much as the more oil comes down, the more our stocks do better. So take a look at this. You start getting oil plummet around 1117 to 1143. Let's line that up with the QQ. 1117 to 1143. It did absolutely nothing to the stock market. Okay, fine. Never mind that. They didn't work out today. Sometimes they align quite well, but yeah, it just didn't get high enough for me to short it. Zim, on the other hand, down about 5%. But I have written down for. Oh, dude, I swear. Actually, I shouldn't swear. Swearing's bad. Well, I wonder where I got frozen. Well, video stuck at 43. Oh, well, it was 42. I don't. It's when I looked at the stupid oil prices. I just can't look at a different tab on my computer. That, my friends, is called a Mac. That is a Mac for you. Oh. We got a ranter. We got a ranter. I signed up for the cash flow email and never heard back, Kevin. I'm angry. You know, that's actually the point. The point of the cash flow, which reminds me, if you want to sign up for the cash flow email, just throw your email into metkevin.com/Series A. And like I said, every other time I've pitched it, you will get 0 emails from me until I actually have an announcement for you, which probably is going to take another 90 days. They just got to chill out, bro. You got to chillax. I know you're excited. I'm excited too. I share the passion, but we got to wait. I don't want to wait. They say we got to wait. I know. It sucks. All right, Etsy. And look at this, folks. Etsy, this is like a triple rejection right here on Etsy at the 23.6. It's not so good. Okay, thanks. Not yelling. Yeah, remember, if you have options on NEO, you need an 11% move approximately to make money because that's what they're pricing into these options. So just be careful. Rough date for the flip-flop. I'm in cash, ready to pounce. Yeah. Triple rejection. I know that feeling. Oh, sorry. You know, maybe if you changed your profile picture, things wouldn't be so dark. Dad jokes. Okay, anyway, so rough date for a flip-flop. September. You know, right before midterm uncertainty. That could be a pretty crappy month. Bitcoin equals Cardano. I love me my Cardano. Look at that, 117. I'm almost a Cardano millionaire. Let me see. 1.17 times 800. Oh, $936,000. Dang. I have made so many housing market videos. I don't watch other people's housing market videos. I don't really care what other people say. You know, the thing is, I don't like watching other people's videos because then and sometimes I do. In fairness, sometimes I do. But it taints my mind because then it's like, if I say something, then it's like, oh, but what if that sounded similar to somebody else, even though that wasn't the intention, right? It could like subconsciously happen. So I'd just sit around all day long and stick my head into deep research mode. Die Märkte spielen verrückt. Yeah, day-to-day craziness. Yeah, weed voting hits the floor Monday for federal legalization. This is not momentum, it's news. I guarantee you it's in the House. Let me see. I'll look. I will oblige. I will oblige. $1 million. All right. I don't know why that was up. Okay. What am I doing? Cannabis. News. Dude, come on, man. You can't give me this crap. Marijuana legalization bill with the House sent up for vote. You can't tell me this is news. Dude, they passed this garbage like 17 times and the Senate sits on it and does nothing. This is at this point, it's just a fraud that they're even voting for it. They're voting for it so they can go back to all their districts. See, so we voted for it. We passed it in the House. Oh, darn Mitch McConnell. Darn. It's not happening, dude. I mentioned yesterday I was short oil at 116. I think if you want a better representation of the oil market, look at Real Futures. CLK22 is the front month being traded. I don't know if Webull even knows what you just said. No, there's 27, 25, 24, and 26. You said 22. Well, maybe if I go to 23, what'd you say? CL? I don't know oil. I just know line up, and I expect line to go down. Sounds stupid, but I've always said I'm not a commodities expert. Dear. What? Oh, Christian Martinez called me paper hander. Why? You know what? I think about that. I want to ask you a question, Christian. I want to ask you a question. Do these hands look like paper hands? Oh, God. How do I purchase course member lives? I've purchased the course. Oh, it's included. You just have to get set up in Discord. If you have a problem, we reset up the whole way you get registered. And it booted out some of the losers who were trying to sneak in. Yeah. So if you have an issue, just email kevin@meetkevin.com. And there are these two wonderful people who will be more than happy to take care of you, called Gabe and Anna. Anyway, it actually looks like we're getting a little bit of a rally into the close. Let's see here. Yeah, Cardano. Okay, all right. I want to see what the suits are saying and what's going on with yields. Dude, Tesla cannot get out of 1014 today. I mean, whatever, but even Disney's green. Matterport and Etsy and Mullen. Mullen again. Mullen's losing it. All you Mullen brothers, you got to step it up. What happened? I don't like Mullen, but what happened? Wait, where's AMC? Oh, it's still down, but it's actually moving a little bit into the close. because my call options were not happy this morning when it was down like 9% or 7%. Wow, the people. What? Wow, the people that watch your content are losses. No, people can't be losses. People are great who watch my content. Angesteckt by Ross Gerber. Infected by Ross. No, that'd be crazy. Has the bull run for crypto begun? I think on the bottom's out, in my opinion, for markets. So I don't. It's very likely, in my opinion, that crypto is going to have a nice little run here, unless we get some ridiculously continued bad news. Okay, let me see what the suits are saying. Oh man, I gotta log in again. Ugh. Logging in is so low. RuneScape stream. I don't know. If I start streaming video games, that's all I'm gonna be doing. It'd be kind of funny though. Don't I have a channel? There's like Meet Kevin Gaming or something like that. I don't know. I've never posted anything on it. One day, maybe. One day. You may have heard California's sending $400 to everyone who owns a car. It's getting a lot of attention today. Warum sprichst du so gut Deutsch? My 6-year-old son, of course. Henry says private chat. Probably tomorrow. I gotta find a few more people to yell at because it's hard for me to put people's names up who pay $4.99 a month and then me yell at them. That's hard. And so I want to yell at the people who don't pay $4.99 a month. But I'll turn it on. Probably tomorrow. Meet Karen is on our monthly. Hey. See, Max is going to be one of those people who doesn't get to chat anymore because he's broke. Yeah, $400 goes to EV owners too. Thanks. Thank you, Dex. Hello from Israel. Hey. Okay, 10-2. 10-2. Let us see what the 10-2 looks like. Bitcoin equals. Okay, here we go. So the 10-2, woo, steepened a little bit. Let's go. Some bullishness again. We really need this. Listen, if this goes back over 30, bull market confirmed. IMO. Thoughts on Trudeau? Oh, you know that is a landmine. I saw him once in New York. And if you like him, then after I saw him in New York, when I spotted him, I waved at him. If you don't like him, I threw an egg at his caravan. I did see him in New York. See everything in New York. Cheap chat is good. That's funny. Let's go to the 5. We also, I'm serious, every day I look like 3 or 4 times at the 5-year break even. And it's pissing me off that it keeps going up because I know Jerome Powell's just sweating. Every time it goes up, he gets a little bit more nervous. He starts like biting his fingernails. And it's not good. It's not good for his fingernails and it's not good for the market. Finally, a little bit of a chillaxing though. Chillaxing. Freedom chat. You're about to go to Freedom Pay chat. Oh, which reminds me, the course coupon code expires tomorrow for the courses on building your wealth. I gotta put that in the little description. And then I always get the same comments. Oh, it's always expiring. All right, pay more. Price goes up every time. But it's about every 3 weeks. Okay, so let's see here. I want to also see what the suits are saying because there is a lot of attention, obviously, on retail versus the suits. I think a lot of suits are more bearish than retail, and we're seeing that in the numbers as well. I was very bearish in January, but I U-turned when JPOW U-turned, which is what I said I was going to do. Anyway, let's see here. Am I going to buy the Cybertruck? Heck yeah. So you hate Jeremy? Who says I hate Jeremy? I only hate Tattooed Chef. I like Jeremy. He's a good guy. Very good guy. And his kids are cool. His wife's cool. Okay. So what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, the suits. And live. Ticker symbol. D's nuts. I got clickbaited at work. Are you turning? No, I didn't want to do a live stream today. It's true. I didn't want to come on. I didn't want to do the closing live stream. And I'm like, you know, this guy Max K is just going to come around. He's going to hate on me again. And then I'm going to have visions of Max K popping up in the chat again. And him complaining about something like, here's Meet Karen. Anyway. Oil extends decline. WTI is heading for the biggest decline in more than a week, with traders keeping an eye on developments in Europe, where Biden is working with European leaders to reduce dependency on Russian supplies. Higher volatility is also weighing on trading activity, with hedging costs rising. Ooh, that means the shorts are going up against oil. Let's go. Steps is my S's. That's right. Yeah. Max K-hole. Weenie baby haters. That's right. You know, even Warren Buffett sells stocks. Like, Warren Buffett doesn't diamond hand everything. Let's see. After surging a couple weeks ago on the death of Bretton Woods 2 theme, gold has retraced back to its established prior trading range. I don't know. 1963? No, I don't think that's all the way back down. It's pretty good, actually. I guess it depends if you look at real terms or not. And issues, that's boring. That's bullish. High housing prices are here to stay. Ooh, the latest new home builder results reinforce the case that there's no housing bubble set to pop anytime soon. The industry's biggest problem is building homes, not selling them. Demand side includes an increase in millennials and Gen Zs looking to buy. How are Gen Zs old enough at this point? Wait, what? Gen Zs? Oh, I guess a Gen Z could be like 20 now, right? 22 now? 20 to 22, something like that, probably. Okay, all right, okay. Dang, I'm not the young generation anymore. I'm old. McConnell, I cannot stand and will not support Judge Jackson. That just came through. Someone here says they want a Tesla under a K. Dude, it's been under a K for so long. Yeah, how many chicken nuggets will I eat for lunch? Please do TA. I've been having fried chicken daily the last couple days. From a macro perspective. Give me your macro thesis. Give me bad news that we don't know yet. I'd like to hear it. Millennials are a thing of the past. Oh no. We send strongman personal finance into millennial money. Let's go. Woo! Who eats chicken nuggets when you got tendies? Stop. Oh, they're terrible. Okay, little slippage here prior to the close. Let's get the bell.
Up 2.7%. The chips taking center stage. Materials, communication services, healthcare, all doing well today. The Nasdaq going out with the biggest gain of the major averages. Nasdaq 100 up 2.2%.
Dude, that lady's just staring at the bell. It's like she doesn't even know where she is on the left there. Look at her. She has no idea where she is. Oh, now clap. Okay, what if she's blind, though? Okay, well, then I'd be such an asshole. Oh, my God.
Sarah, thanks so much. Welcome to
Overtime. Man, I didn't even think about it. I hope... I'm sorry. Never mind. Okay, so, yeah. Well, stocks, yeah, up. Dow up 1.01. S&P up 1.44, 1.93 on the NASDAQ. And, yeah, that, and the Russell's up 0.86. 1.7. You know, I really miss it when Sarah Eisen would tell us what the market did at the end of the day. But now it's just that, you know, like the bell happens and that does it. Going over to this guy, Mr. Bear. Every time somebody gets something, I actually kind of think it's funny. And I appreciate it, actually. Every time somebody does something wrong, he remembers. He's like, well, back in January, you said this. It's funny. Look at the volatility decline, though. Look at this. So just for reference, we are now going back to first week of Feb lows on vol. We are around the same volatility that we had in October leading up to the big run in November. And where was May? Here was that May 12th vol, which didn't last long. This volatility spike has lasted quite a while. That's actually quite interesting. Let's zoom out a little bit. Blind shaming. Oh, man. Stop. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. In terms of volatility, look at how thin most of these volatility spikes have been, with the exception of the drop, right? Spike. All of this by the dipping on these spikes has been easy because they haven't lasted long, the vol spikes. Look how thick this is and how like it's a double too. It's disgusting. It's really bad. It's bleh. I don't think NEO reports earnings until tonight. You know, every time I look at NEO earnings, it's like 7 o'clock or some crap. Yo, Alexa, what time is it in China?
In China, it's 4:02 a.m.
It's 4:02 a.m. You think they're going to do their earnings call now? I don't think so. NEO. Oh, it says 4:30. No, I don't believe it. That would be in 28 minutes. I don't believe it. I think it's going to be a lot later. It's going to be like 6 or 7 p.m. or something like that. So, I don't know. NEO earnings are 6 p.m. Eastern. That sounds right. That does sound right. Single mothers, millennial mothers on the rise. There you go. Clown America. Why are single millennial mothers Clown America? You respect moms. Speaking of which, it's my mom's birthday. I gotta call her. Wish her happy birthday. Okay, so let's see here. U.S. stocks rise as Treasury slide with oil. Oh, is that true? Did we get a Treasury slide? Not really. 10 years at 2.36. I mean, that's no big deal. Then you've got Putin stirs concern, U.S. concern that he feels cornered and may lash out. Yeah, everybody's thought that for a while. All right. Putin and Xi expose the great illusion of capitalism. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll read that one later. That sounds like something I'm going to yell at. Summers said Fed's record of soft landing not relevant today. This guy is so angry all the time at the Fed. He's the Fed bear. Let's see what he's got to say. Regarding the course, I'd say for Europe, 90% is applicable. Like the principles of real estate, the principles of investing, that 90% works. But yeah, 10% is going to be like that lending and tax stuff that you're going to have to adjust for the foreign markets. But there are a lot of course members who are foreigners. We are all... Okay, cool. So let's get... Oh, why is it doing that again? Don't like it to it. It does that. All right. We're going to look at this Summers thing. Oh, yes. Okay. Former Treasury... Oh, it's this guy. Former Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers. Oh, Lawrence Summers. Let's see when he was popular. It's going to be like the 70s, the 80s. Stuck in the past. He was the 71st U.S. Secretary of State. Oh, from 99 to 01. So what'd you do during the 70s, eh? You tell me what you did about inflation in the 70s. No, he just worked at a bunch of stuff in the 90s, which is when we had the soft landing. So it's an interesting title by Bloomberg here that Summers says Fed record of soft landing not relevant today. Oh, yeah? What do you got for us, Summers? Let's hear about it. Okay, he says, I don't see how anybody can regard those as relevant precedents. Oh, what a diss. This is a reference to Jerome Powell saying that 1994, 1984, and 1969 were historical examples of soft landings with the Fed. Inflation is now notably higher than it was in the past 3 episodes, and the labor market is historically tight in a way that it wasn't in those cases. Summers also, yeah, but I mean, to some degree, the tighter the labor market is, the more we can actually tighten inflation without causing unemployment, right? I mean, that's my belief. Summers also drew the distinction with the Fed's current policy framework, which since the mid-2000s allowed for an overshoot of the inflation target, that doesn't automatically view a tight labor market as warranting monetary restraint. Yeah, okay. In the historical episodes, quote, the whole point by the Fed was preemptive action to restrain the economy. Okay, so we're a little behind right now. Got it. Check. Okay, Summers said he shared Powell's hope that a soft landing is possible, but I don't think it's something we can count on. Why? While Powell and his colleagues are now committing to a much more aggressive cycle of monetary tightening to quell the fastest inflation for decades, Summers said there remain, quote, problems in the way the Fed is thinking. Like, policymakers appear to view an increase in labor supply as contributing to the effort to damp inflation to some degree, but increased employment will serve to bump up demand. Interesting POV, actually, doing little to diffuse prices. Interesting point of view. The more people work, the more money people have, and the more money circulates in the economy, the more you get that velocity of money that actually pumps up potentially demand and then inflation. That's good. That's good. Hold on. I just got to pause here. The God Pill wants you to know that Mullen is a squeeze bigger than GameStop. God Pill, how much you got in Mullen? Anyway, it's likely to require significantly greater interest rate hikes than the Fed or markets are now expecting. Aha, see, and that would also be my concern. The former Treasury chief said of taming inflation, quote, I don't think we need clear signals that we are prepared to accept some slowdown in economic activity if that's the price of reducing inflation. Otherwise, we're going to make the same mistakes of the 70s that will ultimately create the need for a really catastrophic recession. So he's right about the second part, in my opinion. If inflation does not go down, they will force a recession. They will do it. And it will wipe out inflation, and inflation will be gone. Oh yeah, you notice Poppy Playtime in the thumbnail? Yeah, we're just hanging out today. Yeah. But this potential for greater interest rate hikes, yeah, I would say come September, if inflation hasn't gone down, we're screwed. Yeah, definitely screwed. Okay. All right. Well, all right, Summers. Interesting. I actually appreciated that. This idea that, hey, if you have more people working, that means more demand. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. I was sus at first. Okay. That's boring. So boring. Don't they already have this? Apple working on a hardware subscription for iPhones? I thought they already had that. Apple is working on a subscription service for iPhones and other hardware products, a move that could make device ownership similar to paying a monthly fee. I thought we already have that, the iPhone upgrade program or whatever. The service would be Apple's biggest push yet into automatically recurring sales. Adopting hardware subscriptions akin to auto leasing would be a major shift. I swear we already have the iPhone upgrade plan that does the same thing. I mean, maybe they're just trying to make that a little bit more simple. That doesn't sound news to me. Fibs on Arcimoto. It's been recovering. It's been retracing. I still got to post my Arcimoto video. Then you'll see some of my thoughts on Arcimoto. That'd probably be a better way to explain those. Let's watch that video. Anyway, let's do just a quick little look here. Is Clever really up 22% in after hours, or is that a glitch? Could be. There's no volume. There's like no volume at all. Yeah, after hours is always a funny place. Oh my gosh, did the Honest Company just report or something? Because it says it's down like 15%. Hold on a second. Let's see what's going on. See, listen, I like to listen to moms when it comes to Jessica Alba's Honest Company. Yo, Alexa, I ain't talking to you. Anyway, they don't seem to like Honest. They say the diapers are like scratchy, it's expensive, the product's just not that great, the search trends are going down for Honest. Yeah, they did have earnings. Look at this. I think that's the thing is people love Jessica Alba. Don't get me wrong. She's great. Don't get me wrong. I think it's wonderful. But let me see here. Honest diapers. Search over time. And make sure to always get financial advice from somebody not with a huggy wuggy on their shoulder, because that would be stupid. How do I can't, what happened, Google? Search over time. I really want to know. Honest diapers. Here we go. Past 5 years. Yeah, but dude, it's trending down. It's a solid trend down. People don't care, man. Pampers Pure. What's Pampers Pure? See, at least that's stable. Anyway. Shampoo is nice, though. Honest, my bonest. All right, let's look at Honest. Oh, Dave Z. Dave Z sent the triple clown. Max K, I'm your guilty conscience. You know, I started to like this clown emoji. He's very happy. You know, for some reason, people are always sending it to me. Yes, we are, Greg. Daniels. Weed is ripping. Weed is ripping on a fraud. All right, listen. We got to talk about Honest earnings. We got to be honest about the Honest earnings, okay? Honest sees 2022 revenue about unchanged versus 2021. Okay, that's bad. That's zero growth, basically. Q4 revenue coming in at 80.4 million versus 84.5 expected. Okay, that sucks. Gross margin came in at 30% versus 34.4% expected. Big miss on margin. I mean, that's like 12% miss there. Loss per share of 10 cents versus the expected 6 cents. That sucks. Oh, man. Their forecast expects Q1 adjusted EBITDA loss to be $10 million versus 1.3 expected. So almost losing 8 times as much as expected. How are you still losing money selling diapers? Sees Q1 revenue down about 15% year over year. Revenue is expected to be flat compared to 2021. Why would you pay? How many times earnings for this company? Oh, look. Subsequent 3 quarters expected to see mid-single-digit growth versus 2021. So a decline of 15% Q1, and then the next 3 quarters is supposed to have maybe 5% growth. They say they're hurt by waning cleaning demand and inflation and supply chain headaches. You know, Clorox would have been your heads up on this, by the way. Clorox got reamed on earnings. Absolutely. Or wait. Clorox got cleaned on earnings. Dad jokes. Or rinsed. So stupid. So Clorox got destroyed for the same reasons. There's no surprise to me that Honest is getting screwed on a lack of demand for cleaning products. So you're paying, how much are you paying for this company? Where is it? Honest company reports. So they're about a $550 million company, and they're making nothing. They're bringing nothing to the bottom line. Like, how is a company that's losing money with this growth? Because they're losing companies that have really good prospects and good growth, right? But how do you get to this? Here, this is all public. I can throw this up. Okay, so we have last year, they had revenue of $218 million. $5 million. And they brought to the bottom line nothing. They lost shareholders $38 million. They more than doubled their loss. And from 2020 to 2021, only grew revenue by 18 mil. Gross profit didn't move. SG&A went up. Marketing went up 10 mil. Marketing went up, what is that, 15%? And their revenue went up 5%. That's not a good sign. If we now compare the 3 months ending 2022, marketing was about the same, but therefore, and revenue was about the same. That's not growth, man. There's no growth. And yeah, I mean, you can't even do a PE multiple. You could do a sales multiple. So they're selling for 318. Oh, they're not selling for that many times sales. Yeah, because they're not growing. 308. But then, yeah, but I mean, who cares? You could have so many sales, but you have no earnings out of those sales or no expectations of earnings. That does us no good. Tax provision. Loss before provision for income taxes. Income tax provision 10. Okay, that's nothing. Operating loss. It's not like there's some fancy accounting going on here. Yeah, so you're not selling for a huge multiple of sales, under 2 times sales. But again, you got a growth problem here. Assets, they have short-term investments, cash, inventories, and that's a big one of inventory. That's a lot of inventories. That's about the same as what they had last year. Okay, so 213 mil in current. I don't use goodwill, and they're not actually valuing much goodwill here. Property, plant, and equipment. Okay, I'll give them that. So I'll give them about 260-ish, 265 in ass at current liabilities. Actually, not that bad. And total liabilities. Their balance sheet is not horrible. Their balance sheet is totally fine. In my opinion, there's no skeleton here. It's not like they're overvaluing goodwill or whatever. The problem is they have no cash flow. And they haven't had cash flow for forever. And now they're not even growing. So they're losing money and now they're not even growing. Why would you buy it? Like, what's the point? Let me see here. Room for improvement. Like a good old Elon line. Archer, dude, I think the eVTOL companies are a scam for right now. I hate to say it. We're not close. We're not close. And a lot of the partnerships, these companies that are like, oh, we're partnering with United. Then you look at the actual partnership agreements. The only reason they're partnering with United is because they're giving United a free like $200 million of shares. And I don't know if it's Archer, but one of them is partnering with United. And then it's like, why would United not take a free $200 million? And you know whose $200 million that is? It ain't the eVTOL companies. It's your money. Your money is going straight to United to say the company partnered with United. It's a fraud. I mean, I shouldn't say it's a fraud. I don't want to get sued, but you know what I mean. It's a little scammy. I don't actually think NEO earnings are in 21 minutes. I also don't know who picks 440 to report earnings. But anyway, okay, so yeah, so Honest got reamed here. Who else reported today? Man, I miss doing earnings. Do them all alone. It's kind of boring. Joby Aviation. That's another one of those. Anyway, some people buying the dip on Honest. Joby's actually up 3%. All right, what else? SoFi doesn't report today. All right, so anyway, where were we? VIX down a lot. Honest down about 12.4. Clever Leaf, 16. Sundial's up. So you got momentum happening over here. You've got, which if momentum happens here, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a little bit of a GME AMC push again. They did recover towards the end of the day. And Zim tried recovering. Oil's going to be an interesting one to track. Tesla's at 112. That's boring. The indices are boring as well. We're Folks, we are almost back to the 50% retrace on the QQQ. Tomorrow we are going to 50%. I mean, what do we have to gain to hit 50%? Not much. 35969, 35969, and then the new number needs to be 36139 divided by. Oh, come on. Only 0.5%. That's all we need tomorrow is 0.5% on the QQQ, and we is going. Is Neo, did Neo just like report or something? Oh, I see a line. Oh my gosh. Everyone panic. Get the fire hose. What's happening again, Neo? Oh, look. Yeah, I've actually been running daily. My running goal is going good. Push-up goal is not going anywhere. There's nothing. There is no news. Secondary listing by way of introduction on the main board of the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong for NEO. Interesting. I like NEO. I like the investors in NEO. I like the company. I like the concept. I like everything about them. I want them to succeed. I'm not an investor, though. So let me see what the volume is. The volume's like 10,000 on average right now, right? Times $21. The volume is like $210,000. This is a joke. We just looked at Honest Company. We just did the deep dive on Honest. We just did it. You missed it. You missed it big. And so you just had a spike to 133,000 shares. So somebody just came in and bought 120. Somebody just came in and bought $2.5 million of NEO. And everybody's freaking out about the line. Yeah, it's not manipulation at all. The food shortages, by the way, I think are going to be an issue for Tattooed Chef. Like, honestly, okay, I'm not trying to, honestly, I'm not trying to be a D-bag to Tattooed Chef here, but you got to look at what oils they use. If you have a Tattooed Chef package, I would look at the package and I would see, are they, what kind of oils are they using? Because we got some shortages coming and it's going to increase their input costs a lot. I don't know. Let me pick something. TTCF. I don't know. What's something, stir fry or some crap. I don't know. Tattooed Chef, riced cauliflower stir fry. Okay. All right. Here. Look at that. Isn't that cute? 33 reviews. All stockholders. Okay. Let's go to the ingredients. Cauliflower, stir fry sauce, organic soy, sugar. Where's the oil? Is they just using soy sauce? Oh, there's sesame oil. Oh, I don't know what sesame oil is doing, but I know that soy and sugars are getting more expensive, and I don't know about sesame oil though. Like, where's that from? Sesame oil production country. And NEO's falling again a little bit. Myanmar, China, India. Okay. All right. So less problems if they're using sesame seed oil. That's actually a good thing. Let me try something else though here. Let's try, oh yeah, what's this? Mexican style corn. They make this stuff sound really good. I've tried a lot of it. I will reserve my comments. Canola oil. Well, that's in the mayo. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Even milk has gotten more expensive for their sour cream. Even milk's been running up. So it's going to be an issue, especially for a company that already has issues with margins. Let's be honest. It was Kathy. I have no idea. MND. Oh, you mean Monday.com for like a floor price? Oh, that's interesting. You know, I haven't looked at Monday.com in forever. Kevin. Okay. We have to do a poll. Should we do a video of Kevin and Lauren reviewing Tattooed Chef products. Okay, hold on. Should Kevin and Lauren review Oh, I know I froze there. Stupid thing. Stop it. Review TTCF products. Yes? No. We're going to run a poll. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing a lot of no's in the chat, so I don't know. Doesn't seem like people are very happy. Blind test. Oh god. Let's see how Lauren feels about this. I'm gonna call her right now. Hey, do you have a second? Okay, really quick. I'm gonna put you live, just your voice here, live for a sec, okay? Hold on. Okay, so you're live. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. So, I'm frozen. Hold on. There we go. Let me fix that. Okay, there we go. All right. Lauren, according to 82% of the people watching my live stream right now, you and I, this weekend, Saturday, have to do a taste test of as many Tattooed Chef products as possible and review them live. What's your reaction?
Oh my gosh. Well, one, that I'll do it, but two, I'm like slightly dreading it because I've taste tested them and I don't really like it at all.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
All right. That's gonna be fun. Oh man. I guess I'm going to Tarjay. All right. I'll be fair. Let me give you my preview of what my thoughts are on Tattooed Chef products. So the last time I had Tattooed Chef products, my initial reaction